All right, let's talk about something that feels completely backward. What if the secret to actually achieving your goals wasn't about more effort, more stress, or more control, but about letting go entirely?
I mean, have you ever been there? You pull an all-nighter for a big exam, you cram every last bit of information you can into your head, but when you walk into that room the next day, you're just hit with this tidal wave of anxiety. It's paralyzing, right? So why is it that trying so hard often just makes us feel so much worse?
Well, this brings us to what we can call the effort paradox. It's this super strange, totally counterintuitive trap where the more intensely we prepare, the more we seem to feed our overwhelming fear of failure.
And I bet you know this cycle. The studying itself isn't the problem. It's the fear that fuels it. That deep fear of the outcome, it just breeds anxiety. And that anxiety, it sabotages our performance. We're left feeling like we're never prepared enough, totally crushed by the weight of our own expectations and what we think society expects from us.
So here's the crucial insight. The enemy was never the exam, or the interview, or the presentation. The real opponent is our own internal, paralyzing fear of not succeeding. It's a battle that takes place entirely inside our own heads, and all our hard work just gets caught in the crossfire.
And this fear, it builds into something even bigger. This isn't just a minor case of the nerves. When that pressure really takes over, it becomes a genuinely paralyzing force. It freezes us right when we need to be at our sharpest.
This quote just nails it. The terror isn't about the questions on the page. It's about the questions swirling in our own minds. We become completely consumed by the idea of failing. Our attachment to a successful outcome becomes so strong that, ironically, it makes that success feel impossible.
So if being attached to success is the problem, what's the solution? This is where things get really interesting and kind of radical. The solution is the power of detachment. What if the key to winning was to genuinely accept losing?
The technique is called pre-living failure. Now, it's not just thinking about the worst-case scenario. It's a mental exercise where you truly, deeply accept it. You live through it in your mind, you feel it, and you come to terms with it before it can ever happen. The whole goal is to just neutralize its power over you. So, how does this actually work in practice? First, you just name the fear. You say it. I will fail the exam. Then comes the hardest part. You have to genuinely accept it. This isn't a mind trick. It has to be a real, true letting go. You tell yourself, okay, if I fail, I fail. I will deal with it. And according to this philosophy, the moment that acceptance is real, the fear just loses its grip, and you're finally free to act with a clear, unburdened mind.
But why does this work? I mean, really, why? This is where the source material gets a little more philosophical, almost cosmic. It suggests that by detaching, you're not just changing your mindset, you're actually changing the very game you're playing with the universe.
Think of it like this. The universe, or the cosmos, kind of operates on a certain logic. Our fear of failure is this powerful energy that it responds to. But what happens when you just remove that fear from the equation entirely? You change the entire game. And this is the mind-bending core of the whole argument. By truly pre-living and accepting failure, you've taken away the universe's main tool. It can't use the threat of failure against you anymore. And in this state of fearless action, the claim is the cosmos has no option left but to allow success to flow to you. It's a fascinating thought, isn't it?
Okay, so let's bring this all back down to a practical level. What does this look like day to day? Well, it's all about cultivating a masked or a carefree mindset. It's just a state of being calm and unburdened by what happens next.
And you can really see the contrast here. The anxious mind is always trying to control everything. It's paralyzed by fear, which naturally just repels opportunities. But the carefree mind, it's calm, it's trusting, it's liberated by acceptance, and that naturally attracts help and solutions. I mean, think about it. Who would you ask for directions on the street? The person who looks frantic and stressed, or the one who seems calm and present?
Yeah, this extends that idea even further. Our internal state, it really radiates outward. A calm, trusting energy makes people want to engage with you, to help you, to connect. A frantic, stressed energy does the opposite. It puts up walls. It makes people instinctively want to back away.
And this isn't just for taking exams. This philosophy argues that success in all areas of life is found way beyond our desperate attempts to control everything.
Think about how this applies across the board. A tense driver is a dangerous driver. A relaxed one is safe. An entrepreneur who has already accepted the possibility of failure is free to innovate, while one who fears it is too cautious to succeed. This isn't just about passing a test. It's a fundamental principle for performance in, well, life. And history offers some really interesting parallels. Colonel Sanders didn't succeed with KFC until he was 65. Ray Kroc turned McDonald's into an empire long after the original founders had moved on. In so many stories of great success, the breakthrough seems to arrive not when people are desperately chasing it, but when they're simply focused on the work with a free and open mind. So we'll end with this final thought. What if we've been playing the game all wrong? Perhaps the real journey to achievement isn't about gaining more control over the world, but about finally realizing how much was never in our control to begin with, and finding freedom in that.